Today is the day where I touch on this whole QB conspiracy theory that's going around Vikings Nation. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the conspiracy theories, but I will say I do believe there's some type of politics that may play a part, especially talking about the quarterback position. But I also look at it like this, right? Let's just say, hypothetically, JJ McCarthy isn't good. Yes, you spent a 10th pick on him in the first round. So when you look at value, it's like, okay, you went all in pretty much. That's what that's saying on a quarterback, a franchise quarterback. But you also gave a guy like Max Brosmer, the Brosmer man, you gave him an opportunity as a UDFA to actually make the 53-man roster. I say that to say, if Max was to come in and let's just say he is better than JJ McCarthy and JJ McCarthy isn't the guy you thought, but then Max comes in and he lights it up and he's the new, let's just say, Brock Purdy, right? Let's just compare that situation because it's pretty similar. I'm going to be honest with you. I think you still deserve your flowers. I mean, I don't really think it should matter that much, but there's a lot of talks about, Kevin O'Connell doesn't want to put Max Brosmer in because he doesn't want Vikings fans to see how good he really is. And to me, I just find that hard to buy into because I think the name of the game in the NFL is to win the game. And if you have a guy that you believe gives you a better chance to win those games, you would most likely want to put him in and give him the opportunity to show that, hey, look, man, hey, yeah, we picked JJ McCarthy. We did that. But look, I brought Max Brosmer in also because I felt like this kid could also be something. And he may be the future too. It's a QB competition. It's a battle, regardless if you spent the 10th pick and then you got a guy at the UDFA level. I don't really care. But shout out to Skull Sundays, man. Skull Sundays did a video kind of breaking it down, and he tied it into this last Thursday game we saw. And let's watch it and let's see what he's talking about.
But I genuinely believe this. I think that the Vikings rolled out Carson Wentz because they did not want to create a quarterback controversy playing Max Brosmer. Because ultimately, and I said this last night, the whole situation just didn't make any sense. Carson Wentz, it was obvious he was totally unfit to play in last night's game. But why? Why would you start a quarterback with an obvious debilitating injury?
And I will say, I agree with him. I'm sure a ton of Vikings fans agree with him. Why would you start a quarterback like Carson Wentz, being how he was showing clear signs that he was not able to play in that game Thursday night? I mean, this guy was hurt, bruh. He was hurt. He couldn't do it. And it's weird that you didn't let Max Brosmer get an opportunity to go out there and show us. I mean, if you say, if the conspiracy theory is right, why wouldn't you want to show what your guy can do? If it turns into controversy leading into week 9 against the Lions and it's like, hey, you should start Max over JJ, so be it. Let's have the conversation. We here for it. Let's go, man.
And that injury making that quarterback completely useless. You can't tell me that Kevin O'Connell and the staff wasn't aware of the severity of Carson Wentz's injury and that if they played him, that they would just immediately not have a shot at winning the game. So this situation just tells me that there is something fishy going on with the Vikings quarterback situation. Why would you roll out a completely lame quarterback when you have a very healthy Max Brosmer on the sidelines? Well, most likely it's because your first-round draft pick is not as good as your undrafted free agent, Max Brosmer. Yes, again.
So I'm not going to buy. That's the part I'm not going to buy. I'm not just going to say absolutely Max Brosmer is better than JJ McCarthy. I just, for some reason, I just can't buy that quite yet. And again, I said this last night on the show. Shout out Zoe and D Woods, too. We did a show last night on Zoe's channel, In the Zoe Sports. Make sure you go check that out. Where I said, would I be surprised if Max Brosmer comes in and he shows that he can play football? Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised. I think the NFL is set up for players to go out there, and that's the thing. We put so much weight, right? Even having a conversation about JJ McCarthy handing off the ball a lot in college. We put so much weight on what they did in their past. And the truth of the matter is this, man. You got players that come in and they just figure it out quicker, man. For example, yes, Max Brosmer may be a UDFA, but his style, the way his release, everything, the way he processes up top, I mean, it could be more fit for the NFL and specifically more fit for Kevin O'Connell's offensive scheme. He could be the perfect match. He could be a better fit than what JJ McCarthy's skill set brings. That's not out of this world to think about. I think that's reality, and that could be the case. I just don't buy it right now. And I don't see why a coach would hold back on something just to try to be right with a pick in J.J. McCarthy because he was the 10th pick instead of a UDFA. I just don't buy it.
And that's right. We evaluated Max Brosmer as a hidden gem, and we believe that he is better than J.J. McCarthy. And you cannot have your undrafted free agent quarterback coming out and putting on a show. You can't have him come out and facilitate this offense, optimizing it to its fullest potential. You can't have him doing that with J.J. McCarthy, their first-round draft pick, coming back from their injury with him on the sideline. You can't kill McCarthy's confidence. He has to work. But Brosmer, again, is better, and the fans know it. So sadly, in my opinion, Carson Wentz was the sacrificial lamb to protect J.J. McCarthy and his confidence from Max Brosmer and the Minnesota fans.
Man, I look, man, I don't know. I'm not going to say Carson Wentz was a sacrificial lamb for all of this, but, you know, I also can see why some Vikings fans may buy into this. I mean, it's definitely believable. I mean, it makes it fun. It makes it interesting thinking about your team, and you're like, what's really going on? Like, what's the real hidden signs here? And looking into everything a little bit too deep. I can get it. You know, I can see where the entertainment comes out of it. But again, RAP just doesn't buy it right now. I am excited to see J.J. McCarthy play on Sunday. And then we know, like, hey, if J.J. McCarthy plays, or, you know, based off history, him getting hurt, if he gets hurt, give Max Brosmer a shot. Then let's see. Prove it. Let's see, man. Don't be scared, Kevin O'Connell. If you think Max is better, then that's okay. We will accept that. I think most Minnesota Vikings fans, especially the ones from Minnesota, are going to appreciate Max Brosmer playing and being the starting quarterback. And if he turns into the franchise quarterback, that is going to be lit. They're going to love it, man. The support he would get would be out of this world, man. Tell me how you feel in the comments. Drop it down in the comments about this conspiracy theory. Are you buying into it? I'll let your boy.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.